Hello ladies, this is Stacy with Stacy's Crafty Jam, and I'm coming to you today to alter time cards. I've done, well, let me first start out by saying that this is a swap that we're doing with Crafty Christians Corner Facebook group. That's a group that I'm in that I love dearly. And I participate in, I'm an admin for that group, but I participate in swaps. Love doing the swaps, making the projects and receiving just amazing items from people. But I wanted to come on today and do a little process tutorial video on my take on a altered time card. I'm going to be using the regular size or regular style time cards that are, like you can print these. They have them on Google to print, but I purchased these from Michelle, sold by Michelle, and she has those available. But I purchased these from her, and I'm gonna do mine a couple of different ways. My process today is gonna be on a Matchbook, little notebook, and we'll get to that in just a second. I did this before I came on. This is an altered time card that I did, and all I did is I took my time card, inked around the edges, I folded it up, maybe about an inch and a half, 2 inches. What do we got here? 2 inches. I folded it up to form a pocket, and I put a little piece of some music sheet that I had put a napkin. I can't talk today. Put a napkin on, and I tore the edges, put that down, put down some trim, lace trim on the side. Then I made my pocket, put a little cluster down at the bottom, put a little vintage girl up here, poked punched a hole up there, used some sari silk that I'd gotten from Sold by Michelle. And thank you, Michelle. You have amazing stuff. And then I just put a little cute tickets in my pockets. And this is my, as you can see, I inked around here. And this is my first altered pocket. But I thought, why not go a little step further and see what else I can do with the time card. It's so long in its length. I thought, why not make a little mini notebook out of it? And to get started on that, what I did is I took the time card and I folded it. I think this is about 4 1/4 in length. Yes, about 4 1/8 really. And then I folded the top half down by about a 1/2 inch. Yep, about a 1/2 inch there. And what this is going to create is a little matchbook, I should say. It's not a box. Get it right, Stacy. And we're going to create a little matchbook notebook. I have some torn coffee dyed papers. I have a little ledger paper in here. There's some coffee dyed graph paper, and I did these by 4 inches long by 3 inches wide, and then that way they're going to fit inside my time card that I'm going to fold, and it's going to create a little notebook like that. But first I want to alter the time card before I do that. I did go ahead and make my fold so I know where I'm at. So I folded up by 4 1/4, and then this by about a 1/2 inch at the top. And the first thing I want to do is I want to ink my edges of my time card and get that. I'm using the Tim Holtz gathered twigs. I like the brown, y'all know that. And but you use any, if you choose to ink at all, choose any inks you want. Colored ink would be really pretty, if you were doing some floral papers. Maybe use your pinks or your blues or greens or something like that. But I'm going with a fall. I'm going to use the Romantica Arts Autumn pages to decorate this with. And I printed on vellum And I'm going to ink up all the way around everywhere because it just looks great with ink. I love that. And look how pretty that the time card just takes that ink so well. I want to make sure I got plenty on especially my cover. And then that's the first step. And then I took some vellum and I printed one of the pages from the Romantica Arts Autumn kit. You'll find that in Crafty Christian's Corner Files tab. That's available free for you. That Romantica Arts is so gracious to let us use. I'm going to start out by, I'm going to use my Scotch stick glue, and I'm going to put glue all on the front of this, what's going to be the cover of the Matchbook notebook. And I'm going to put plenty of glue on there, and I want to put my, let me get this out of the way. I want to put my vellum. I'm using vellum because I want to see the time card behind it. That's just the way I want to do it. And then I'll cut around this. I don't know if you guys can hear my cat going on. I had to lock her up. She was jamming. I'm printing some things today, and she was jamming on my printer. She had to go in timeout. Elsa is in trouble. She kept jamming on my printer, and then I knew she'd just bother me on this video. So I don't know if y'all can hear her back there, just a yelping. She is madder than an old wet hornet. But we'll get through that. And I'm going to cut around this here. I can see that I need a little more glue around my edges. I think that ink kept it from adhering there. And so now I've got my cover done, and then I'm going to embellish that cover too. But I think I want to match it and do the back as well. So let's put some glue on the back of this matchbook as well, and get that to where we can cover the back. And I'm also going to cover the back. I want to be able to see. Personally, I love the whole time card, and maybe it's an industrial, style using a time card, but I want to be able to see my let me see, is that wide enough? Well, it'll do. And I want to be able to see that time card back there. And we'll cut the edges off of here. But you can alter yours however you want. Use any pretty papers that you have. And I just chose to work with what was in our files tab, and use that. But and again, printing on vellum, I can see my time card, back there, and I like that. I like the whole altered effect. And then I printed some more pages of the Autumn kit from Romantica Arts, and I fussy cut the little mushrooms, these little tiny mushrooms that came on one of the journal pages. I fussy cut those out, and I'm going to ink around those, and I'm going to use those as embellishments on the front cover. And but I didn't want y'all to have to watch me fussy cut, so I pre-did those, and thought I'd ink them real quick on here. Hope you guys are having a great day. I hope that you would look into our swaps that we have for September in Crafty Christian's Corner. We have some amazing swaps. The altered time cards is just one. You'll find it under the events. It'll be called DYO, Do Your Own Time Card, Alter Time Card. And that's how it's listed there. Pull that event up and then just comment your address and all of the particulars, and you're entered. And I'm also going to use a phrase on the front that it says "enjoy the little things." I thought the mushrooms were little, and I thought that would look cute on there. And I might use that again in a minute, but let me cover it, or let me put the lid on. I know that I love this little yellow. I'm sticking with the fall theme. I'm going to put that across the top, and I'll show you why in just a minute. But I think I will go ahead and put in my pages, and I'm going to get those. They're mostly all the same, but it's okay if they're off a little bit, because I like the whole vintage-y kind of look to it. But I want to get that all the way. I want to get it centered on either side of my matchbook, of my little notebook that I have, that we're going to fold in half. But I want to get it all the way to the top. And you could sew these in, and I thought about that, but I'm going to go ahead and use my stapler, and I'm going to staple mine on there, and then I'm going to cover those staples up. And I think I want to go this direction and have that knotty part of the staple, but I want to go all the way to the top with this, because I want my the flap to have a place to go. Well, that staple didn't work. Let me do it again. There she goes. And now I've got my pages are all stapled in, and I think there's about 8 pages in here. I didn't want to go too many, because I didn't put a bend, a little flat part there. I just folded it flat, so that way the book sits flat. But you see how your little flap, your little cover to the notebook is going to fit inside there, and then there goes the matchbook style notebook. And I want to cover up my staples, so I'm going to use my good friend Tabitha Haynes sent me a Sugar Bell bottle. Isn't she the best? Oh, she's a good friend of mine, and this will be my first time using my Sugar Bell. I'm too excited about that. Oh, it just comes out in a little stream. I love that. Oh, I'm just blessed. And I'm going to put down some Fabri-Tac so that, now you could cover this with washi tape, but I'm going to use a little lace trim here. And I had pre-cut that to where it would fit, and get that on there. But I inked first because I like that little brown vintage look around the trim. This needs just a little tiny trim right there. We'll get her looking good. Oh, she's just cute as she can be. I like that. See how that's going to look in there? Oh my goodness, I do. I like that. And then the yellow with the vintage, with the fall theme. And then I'd gotten some green burlap. I'm going to go ahead and put this inside here so I know exactly where I want to put things. I've got some green burlap that I'd gotten at Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree has some amazing things that is available, and for their $1.25. We used to be able to say $1, but we won't go there anymore. And I like the little stringy look, so I'm getting everything all trimmed up and looking straight. Well, it's not very straight, Stacy, now. Okay, and then I'm going to put my phrase on my burlap with that little string on there. Isn't that going to be cute? And then I'm going to put my, but I'll put my mushrooms down first. Since my Fabri-Tac is here, I'll just use that, because I'm having fun with this little Sugar Bell bottle. Coming out in just a small stream. Thank you, Tabitha. I think you can get these on Amazon. And I just transferred my Fabri-Tac out of that big, out of that bottle with the bigger hole. And I love this. This is great. And I'm gonna put my little mushroom down here. Oh, this is gonna be cute as it can be. And then I did these little small ones, these little small mushrooms, and I'm gonna bunch those down at the bottom here. Let me see how I want to arrange them. And I'm gonna, yeah, we'll do them just like that. So let me put the one in the middle down first. Let my Fabri-Tac come to the head of this. Oh, I'm having a good time with this Sugar Bell bottle. Anyway, you can choose to decorate yours any way you want, with any pretty papers you want. Like I said, I just chose the what was in our files tab for Crafty Christian's Corner. Say that 10 times or 5 times in a row, fast. Anyway, use any way you want to embellish this, or you could do your time card the other way. Just the altering it just plain. You don't have to make a notebook. I just looked on YouTube and on Pinterest, and I honestly didn't find a lot of inspiration. And so I was looking at this time card thinking, you know what? Just fold it in half and make a little notebook. And that would work really well. I like that. That is so cute. And then let's put our phrase on here. And this is going to be a quick little project, actually. The time came in with making the journal, the little notebook pages part that I had pre-done before we came on. But I did those at 3 inches wide, 4 inches long. And on my book here, I'm using 8 pages on mine. And this will be something I'll send my partner. And I want to do that straight. Usually I like to do things at a cock little thing there, but I like this. Oh my goodness, look at this. This is just great. This really turned out good. I really like this. I think I'll ink my insides here. I didn't do that a minute ago. I got a new little dauber. Ordered those from Amazon. Alright. She needs a lot of ink because she's brand new. Alright. Look at this. I'm going to ink this little corner, this little part here too. I like to ink those folds. And then that's it. Look, that is how quick we have made a matchbook notebook out of a time card. And just easy. I did this upside. Normally, I've seen notebooks or matchbooks done folded the other way, where the flat part, the little closure part, is at the bottom. But I did this way because the Monday, the way that this falls, this way it's in a row. If I'd have done it this way first, this would have been on the outside, All right, this would have been upside down. You know, so that's how come for me to do it this way, in this direction. That's just my take on it and what I did. Y'all do it however you want. This was really easy, making the pocket here in the bottom. Put a little trim on there. I love how I can still see the time card part where the Monday, Tuesday, whatever's on there. Use some journal, some what is it? You know, like, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but journal page there. I liked that because it kind of goes along with the whole time card theme. I used a little embellished, altered hole reinforcer there. That sari silk goes with the green and all of that. I like the way this one turned out too. This took me all of about 5 minutes as well. It really is so easy. And that is your altered time card, making a matchbook notebook out of that. I am just impressed with this, Stacy. Good job. I like that. I cannot wait to see what you guys come up with. Show me what you come up with. Post your pictures. Sign up for the DYO altered time card event. Get you a partner that will send you some pretty stuff. Such a fun way to swap our creativity and just to add to our own junk journals. If you aren't a subscriber to Stacy's Crafty Jam, I would be honored if you would do that. Hit like if you liked this video, and hit that bell so that you'll see when I'll have videos come up. If you want to, I do appreciate it. Jesus is so good to me. He has sent me good friends, a good group that inspire me, that encourage me, and lift me up, and they send me you to encourage me, and I thank y'all so much. Y'all have a wonderful day, and I will see y'all in the next video. Thank you.